Paul Katroff with 423buyland.com. We're on day number 7 for lot number 211. And I started early this morning and it's getting hot. But I want everybody to know that we're closing in on finishing this. I've pretty much cleared all the brush to the back of the lot. And I speculate one more day in this lot will be ready for sale. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk the lot with you. Pardon me for the way I look, but I'm a worker. Always have been. Okay, we're going to walk 211, and I'm going to go over a few things with you on this property. So check this out. All right, lot 211. You can see it at the back now. It looks good. All right. Lot 211 has a lot of trees. Okay? There are a lot of big trees. There are a lot of people that say to me, Paul, I want trees that come from the city. That's great. This is the lot for you. And then there are some people that want a lot completely clean swipe, which I don't understand that because it's so hot in Texas. A prime example is a lot next door. There's no trees. Okay, this lot is beautiful. And most people like the trees on the property. Now, these are huge trees. But what I pride myself in doing is making sure you can get an RV onto the property. Even if that means squeezing between two trees. Trees are expensive to remove. The only time I remove massive trees and I pay out is when you cannot get an RV on. In this lot, you can. Check this out. Here's a lot line right there. There's my corner marker. So watch this. As I go down the corner marker, you can see the stake right there. Can you see that? Let me see if I can zoom that in. There's the corner stake. Okay? So you can see right down the lot line. Pretty cool, huh? All right. As I go to my left, this is really important. There's where your RV is going to go. Right here, right down the right lot line. Okay? Right in there. It's perfect. Perfect. And one reason why it's perfect is because you always want your RV going at least middle to the right of the lot in some capacity. You don't want it going down the left side of the lot. And there's a pretty well-defined reason why. You can see that back lot line on the left lot line right there. You never want to put an RV on the left side because the door opens that way. Makes sense? Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so here's where I would enter the property. And by the way, I'm going to just show you these trees. Every single tree is humongous. I mean, that one, 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 that one. These are all large trees. So this is the type of property that you want to find a way to put that RV on. Well, here it is. And I'm going to walk right down the path that I would put an RV. Here we go. I can see it now. Got this tree to my right and this tree to my left. Right between here. Look at the shade. Shade is so beautiful back there. Perfect amount of shade. I'm coming back here. The right lot line is going to come down here. Now, I might get rid of that, but I don't know if that's necessary or not. So, watch this right here. Here we go. Here we go. I would stick my RV. If you want to really put it between these three trees, you can. But nobody really puts the RV all the way to the back, for as far with my experience, shall I say. As I turn around, you can see that the RV door will open to the right. You could step out, go get your firewood, have a nice little burn pile. And you have all these trees, this beautiful shade. Really, really nice. I always like to look up and look at the trees, real big trees. And they all look pretty deeply rooted. Nothing is rotted on this one. Okay, so now I'm going to pivot around. Looking good. Okay, there's the right lot line. Now there's a rotted tree down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this with my chainsaw. I'm just going to push it to the side because it's rotted, and Normally Dave is great with a tractor. He'll push it for you, by the way. Dave will push that aside. So here's the right lot line. As I pivot, you can see the left lot line. It's perfect. Okay, so let's... Okay, I'm going to look down the far lot line. So my stake is right about there. Comes all the way down to here. Okay. RV back in right here. Door opens, firewood there. You can park a car there too. Campfire. Pretty nice, huh? So let me walk down the... I mean, you wouldn't want to put the RV on the other side. You have somebody's clearing a lot there, and you don't need to be that close to them. Sorry about the shakiness of the camera. Okay. All right. The lot line actually goes right behind this tree, right about there. It comes straight there. Don't worry about the string. The string goes behind the tree. Actually, right about dead center of that tree. Okay, so if you can envision your RV right there. Step out, little pool there, baby. Got your firewood there and your campfire. Pretty good, huh? So it's coming out. I may get rid of this tree in front of me. That's what I'm thinking about right now. This bushy tree right here is not really going to add too much to the shade. And I'm just not sure. Sometimes you get to the end and you do a lot of cutting that's not necessary. You know, when you have nothing but pine, occasionally people like a little diversity in their trees. So, you know, I might take this tree down. I might take that tree down. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen tomorrow. These two right there, this one and this one. I'm just trying to find the necessity for that. You know, that one more so because you can get an RV back to us right on the lot line. But anyway, things are coming out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this lot. You know, tomorrow I want to calculate and say I'm done for as far as I can take this property. Any other large trees that you want done, you're going to have to take that out yourself. I don't have the capability to do that. And part of the reason is this. When you have 80-foot trees on a 40-foot lot, it's really about where those trees are going to fall. You know, dropping the tree is actually the easy part. It's one cut. So based on every single tree on this lot, we want to leave these tall, massive looking trees. You know, I've checked every tree to see which one I could drop, and no matter how I cut the cake, I'm either going to get hung up on the neighbor's lot, or I'm going to cross that person's property or the power line. So you know what? It's a beautiful lot. The shade's fantastic. You got a space for an RV. I think you're good with this. Anyway, Paul Katroff of the 423byland.com. I appreciate everything. Get a jump on this. This lot's ready to go pretty much. Take care. Have a good day. Bye. Hi, Paul Katroff with 423byland.com. Right now I want to show you an example of a fully done lot, a lot that's been finished. These are lots that we've sold. Dave and Val do a fantastic job, and this will give you an idea what your lot will look like when it's finished. All the lots look the same when we clear them. Real rough looking with undulating ground and dips from trees that are falling over. But when they're done, I think you'll find that they really do look super. Now, right here is lot number 40. And we sold this lot, and our customer came through and he used Dave and Val to do the development, and they installed the dirt pad. As you can see how nice this property looks. Well, this had lots of dips and everything from trees that were falling over and gone. So this is a beautiful example of a fully developed property. Okay, so check this out. When you look at now, the homeowner has done a fantastic job of installing a fence. Fences look great no matter how you cut the cake. They're beautiful. And this customer was fantastic with us, a wonderful individual. But you can see the freshly laid dirt. You can see the elevation if you look at it. The distance from the ground is this much higher. So there's such great elevation, there's such great drainage. It really doesn't matter what the lot looked like before. In Texas, you have to bring in dirt. Now, I've had people say to me, well, Paul, what if I clear the land, pulled an RV onto the property, and waited a month or two? No. The rate at which an item can sink is literally in 48 hours. We had somebody sink an RV up to their axle in 48 hours. Texas dirt is fresh Texas dirt, no matter how you cut the cake. So all of our customers need to install dirt pads. Across the street is lot 57. And yes, you know, we've done really well this month, and we've sold lot 57. Beautiful corner lot. Come take a look at this pad. This pad was done, I think, within the last couple of weeks, and they're pulling a unit on. And this is a great example of a lot that you don't need to cover the entire lot with dirt. It's up to you. The more money you put in the lot, the more dirt you have. Dave and Val will tell you exactly how much dirt you need. So when you meet with them, you'll know exactly what to do. Now look at this pad. This is a pad just meant for an RV. It's beautiful, well done. It's beautifully sloped. It's nice and smooth. Look at the distance. It's about this high off the ground. That's the elevation. It's about, I'm going to say about 4, 5, 6 inches from the ground. Beautiful elevation. When they move their unit on here, they're never going to step off into water. It's all going to drain out, and that's what they do. To next door is another lot that Dave and Val finished, and of course the people moved the cabin on. These people opted not to do a single pad like you see here. They said, Dave, Val, we have the money, just cover the whole lot with dirt. You can't lose either way. It's all up to you what you want to do with your property. You do have to do the very least, which is a real nice pad like this, which is very inexpensive. So back at this lot, I think it's just a great visual. This was just the most recently done lot. This is what your lot will look like that you buy from us when you're finished with it. So I want to thank each and every one of you out there for, you know, watching our videos and spending the time. Our lots are ready to go. We're ready to sell them. If you're interested, contact me or text me at 423-BUY-LAND. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.